just heard there, man. He said all the quarterbacks are getting a quarterback rep, scout team reps. But at the end of the day, if that was the case, why is information coming out that Shedeur is not? I don't know, man. It's looking real spooky in Cleveland, but I'm going to stay on top of this. But I want to know y'all's thoughts down in the comment section right now. Keep them bells on. I'm coming right back with another one. And until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here.
What if I told you the Cleveland Browns may have just been caught in one of the biggest lies of the NFL season? A lie so damaging, it not only questions the integrity of the coaching staff, but also reveals a shocking cover-up involving their highly touted rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Fans were told one story, but behind closed doors, the truth looks completely different. Today, we're exposing what's really happening inside the Browns' locker room and why this could change the future of the franchise forever.
You can't fire the owner because he can't fire himself. Yeah, someone's head's going to roll, unfortunately, in this situation. And it's probably Stefanski and Barry.
I agree. I was saying the other day on my podcast that Barry should be fired. And I said I wouldn't fire Stefanski, but a couple people made the point saying, well, if you fire the GM, you got to give him a chance to hire his own coach, which is fair.
That's true.
So I would fire Barry. I would hire a new GM.
It all started during a press conference with Browns quarterback coach Bill Musgrave. On the surface, it looked like just another media update, nothing unusual. But then, Musgrave casually dropped a bombshell. Shedeur Sanders was running scout team reps. To most fans, that might sound like a harmless statement, but to anyone who understands the NFL, this is huge.
At times, the concepts resemble what we would run here with the Browns, and at times it's completely foreign. But the fact that they're out there and having to make decisions and process and then deliver throws accurately, all that is really good. And we try to engineer it or orchestrate it where the certain concepts almost meet our quarterbacks. So I'd say last week, Bailey did some really good things that tried to replicate Joe Burrow. We're doing some things, of course, to replicate Baltimore's quarterback Lamar this week with all three guys to really give the defense a good look. Because being a scout team quarterback, you're working on your own craft, but really it's an art form to replicate the opponent so the defense can be ready to do their thing on Sunday.
A rookie quarterback with Sanders' hype, talent, and pedigree isn't supposed to be spending his days mimicking the opponent's playbook. He's supposed to be developing within his own system, building chemistry with his receivers, and preparing to eventually take the field as a starter. Instead, Musgrave revealed that Sanders was being used as nothing more than a practice dummy for the defense. And that's where the controversy began.
I think it's unfair for me to comment in I guess, maybe on behalf of the industry. All I can say is this, the time that we spent with Shedeur, and what he's done throughout his college career is impressive. He's an impressive young man. He's a really good quarterback. Sometimes, fit comes into play. And I'd also say this, there are 4 more rounds of the draft.
On paper, giving a rookie scout team work might sound like valuable practice, but in reality, it's not development, it's humiliation. Scout team quarterbacks don't run their own offense. They don't learn the team's playbook. Instead, they're asked to copy whatever the opposing quarterback is expected to do that week. That means Sanders wasn't practicing as the Browns' future leader. He was pretending to be other players, executing plays that had nothing to do with Cleveland's long-term plans. This isn't just a minor coaching decision. It's evidence of something far bigger, a systematic cover-up. The Browns don't want fans, media, or even parts of the organization to know what's really happening with Shedeur Sanders. They sold the narrative that he was a future franchise quarterback, but the reality, based on Musgrave's admission, is that they're burying him on the practice field. So why would the Browns do this? The video suggests there's an internal conflict tearing the team apart. On one side, you have the front office, the decision makers who drafted Sanders, who see him as the future face of the franchise. On the other side, you have a coaching staff that may not share the same vision. For head coach Kevin Stefanski and his staff, sticking with a veteran quarterback is the safer option. Veterans know the system, they're predictable, and they don't create the kind of drama that comes with starting a rookie. But the front office invested heavily in Sanders, and the fan base wants to see him play. This tug of war creates dysfunction. Sanders is caught in the middle. Instead of being developed properly, he's being hidden away, forced to run scout team plays while the coaching staff avoids tough questions about when or if he'll start.
Sanders now being the third string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns was that so much was made out of unbelievable. He actually made the team as the third string quarterback. Like that was a big deal. Like that was somewhat of a surprise to a lot of people. He should have been the first pick in the draft. Surprised that he made the roster?
Here's the shocking part. Some believe the Browns are deliberately stalling Sanders' development to protect the coaching staff's own jobs. Think about it. If Stefanski throws Sanders into the fire too soon and he struggles, it reflects badly on the coaches. But if they bury him on the scout team, they can claim he's not ready yet, buying themselves more time. From the outside, it looks like Sanders isn't progressing. But in reality, he's not even being given the chance to progress. This isn't a rookie earning this spot. It's a calculated move to keep him sidelined while the organization figures out its internal power struggle. But here's the truth. No matter how much the Browns try to hide Sanders, they won't be able to keep the secret forever. His talent is too obvious. His ceiling is too high. Fans are already starting to ask questions. Why draft a quarterback in the spotlight like Sanders only to bury him in practice? Why claim he's the future of the franchise, then humiliate him with scout team duties? At some point, the Browns will be forced to make a choice. Stick with veterans and continue the dysfunction, or unleash Sanders and let him take control of the team. And when that moment comes, his talent will be undeniable.
A lot for any young player, whether you're the top pick in the draft or the last one. There's just a lot of adjustment between college defenses and pro defenses, and so the way they align, the way they disguise, the way they study us, they know us better than we know ourselves. So it's a lot for any QB, and our two guys are doing a really wonderful job.
This story isn't just about one player or one team. It's about how NFL organizations handle their most valuable assets. The quarterback position is everything in the NFL. Teams rise and fall on the performance of their QBs. When a franchise spends a top pick on a rookie quarterback, they're not just drafting a player. They're making a promise to the fans. They're saying, this is our future. If the Browns are caught lying about Sanders' development, if they're deliberately hiding him on the scout team, it's not just a betrayal of the player. It's a betrayal of the fans who believe in him.